What's the word, Mick?
Withers.
How are you, sir?
Listen, I don't think any of us are doing traditionally well,
No.
but I was doing quarantine well up into a point today.
Uh-oh.
I
You and
think
me
you know.
both.
Yeah, I think you know exactly what point that was.
Talk to me, Daddy.
What are the Carolina Panthers doing?
Oh, boy. Did this ruin your day like it ruined mine? I didn't know if it touched everybody.
It's nothing when it comes to paying running backs can ever ruin my day or anyone's as badly as it can ruin yours.
No.
But it didn't make mine better, that's for sure.
Boy, oh boy. 64 million, man. That's a lot of scratch.
Has it guaranteed come up yet?
Not that I saw, but let's see. That was
so like zero.
Yeah, it's Darrell Revis's old deal. Yeah,
it's the Ricky Williams one that he's like, I'm gonna earn every penny.
I'll earn my keep. Let's see. Yeah, not that I haven't seen yet, so I don't know if there is. I know Zeke got 90, but I think he also got like 6 years.
Yeah, it was certainly more years.
Like I will say this: if I'm paying a running back, this is closer to the type of deal I would like to do.
Short.
Yeah, like I prefer 3 years, but yeah, if you press for 4, be like, I'll guarantee the money for the year, but I don't want the bad. Like dead money is what I'm avoiding.
And at least they force him to do everything.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, you're gonna earn your keep, my guy. Like 1,500 yards, you bet. 100 catches, you got you. Say less.
I did forget they got Bridgewater in there because I was like, why would he even agree to stay? They do have Bridgewater in there.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, that offense could be fun.
Their defense.
Boy, that's why I wish I had that extra money to It was like, boy, I got McCaffrey, you know what I'm saying? Curtis Samuel,
DJ Moore.
That guy, yeah, DJ Moore. Teddy's hitting them all in stride. Put a little money on the line, replace Kuechly. And yeah, we're good to go. But now it's like, oh boy, 64 million.
They lost their corner too, right? Goodberry?
Yeah, he went to the Giants, I think.
Yeah, I think it's the Giants.
Bradbury.
Bradbury. Goodberry. Yeah. That's not a person.
No.
Eliza. Thorne. Yeah, I don't know. This is exactly what Bell wanted several years ago. The Steelers told him to fuck himself.
Well, this is exactly what happened with Todd Gurley, like literally 2 years ago. After 3 years, you have the 5-year option. They declined it to do the deal. So if I'm not mistaken, I think next year McCaffrey's still on his rookie deal.
Oh, this isn't even like it overtakes that?
I don't think so. That's exactly why I don't want the year. like per year, if he wants 16, sure. If I can go year to year with it, like sure. Same for Derrick Henry. And I said, like, ideally you just franchise tag, but
gone.
Yeah. But I mean, he's your superstar. You want to pay him, you want to show the fans something, you want to show him something. I get it, but at the very least, I think I got to get that 5th-year option first.
Yeah, so so he does have 6 years left then.
That's what I'm making sure now. I searched for Christian Wood because I'm a dumb. I'm like, the minimum? What's this about?
675. Well, I don't know about this.
Yeah, what the hell going on here? Let's see. Does this have it updated yet?
No one's working during quarantine.
No. Okay, I'll say this. It had his. Oh, that was if they did the 5th-year option. This is crossed out, but it's also showing an additional 4 years. So, to my knowledge, it says free agency year 2026. So, Yeah, this 2020 year is the last year of his rookie deal. And is this on top of the 5-year? If so, I'm really going to faint. Because this will have 2020, this upcoming year be year 4 of his contract, his rookie deal. 2021 would be the fifth year option, 26 the first year, 7, 8, 9. That's the 4 years. He'd be unrestricted at 30. That's 2026, dog. And with this, that deal wouldn't start until 2022. I hate this in any sport.
Yeah, this is the Bradley Beal.
Like
4 years before it even kicks in.
Yeah, Wall.
Yeah.
Lillard. Like Lillard's already making like 60, which is fine if you want to pay him that, but it's absurd that you have to wait like 2 calendar years.
The Wizards exclusively sign that. They don't mess around any other kind of way.
I kind of respect it. They're like, hey, listen, that's just what we do, man. Otto Porter got matched. Like, listen, Wizards ownership, they'll spend the cash.
Yeah. Yeah.
I give them that.
Yeah, I saw one reporter say, like, yeah, Panthers are going to be really good. Like, is NFC South just that division right now? It has to be.
That.
Like the division, the marquee division.
Yeah, I'll be honest. That's what I'm saying. Like, the Saints are going to be good. I don't see the Falcons being good. I could see the Panthers being frisky. I don't know about good, though. And the Bucks, I think the Bucks will be good. So I think like 2 good teams, a couple. I don't think the Falcons are going to be like. I think they'll be 6 wins.
Putrid.
Yeah, like even if everybody's healthy again, they won't stay healthy for long.
No. Well, they got Gurley in there. He'll be fine.
Yeah, with my knees.
I didn't realize the Falcons didn't retire 21.
No, Deion wasn't there that long, really.
I don't care.
Listen, I get it, but if you're, I don't even know who owned the Falcons then, because Arthur Blank hasn't had them that long.
Did Trufant wear 21? Now that I'm thinking about it, or was he like 22?
Trufant, I think he was 21. I think
That's
it's open
chaos.
now. Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, Gurley just took it.
Yeah, he was there for 5 years.
That's long enough.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I thought he was there for 3, maybe 4. Yeah. He did 5, 1 in San Fran and Dallas. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, when I think of Deion, I barely I might name the Ravens before I name the 49ers. And obviously he was nasty with the 49ers, but it's not like the Falcons jersey comes to mind first and foremost.
See, I would think Cowboys first.
I would put that second, but I don't know, that black 21 is just seared into my brain.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best looking one, but I think if I pick Deion Sanders, I would think 21 Cowboys, then Falcons, then 49ers. I wouldn't think Ravens would be the one I'd be like, oh, yeah, he wore 37. It was great. It was very, very cool.
It happened. It certainly happened. There's no question about it. Yeah, that's chaos if that's not retired. Absolute chaos.
Now, I like it in keeping it open in one of those, like, listen, if you're the best cornerback on the team, you wear 21. Like in college, it's like, listen, but you got some big shoes to fill. It's Deion Sanders, you know what I mean?
Is that they're playing with Gurley? They're going to –
Yes, switch him over. I'm trying to see Deion started making – he started making first teams in 91, and that was just it for the decade. He's like, I'm here now.
Yeah, that's mine. Thank you.
Yeah, 3 straight first teams. Yeah, I like hey, listen, if you're 21, you gotta be the best cornerback. Trufant tried his best.
Yeah, he gave it an honest effort.
I think he went to Detroit, maybe. Like he went somewhere. He'll be fine. I think he'll be all right. But
I know the Patriots. I don't know if it's been intentionally, but that has happened with 24, just between Ty Law.
DB.
Yeah, Ty Law, Darrelle Revis, and now the only one to win a Defensive Player of the Year, Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah. So, again, how long's Gilmore been there? 4 years? 3 years?
I want to say 3. Yeah, because that Eagles Super Bowl was the first year, then Rams 2 years ago, last year.
What contract did he sign? 4 years? Let's see.
It was 5.
Yeah, he signed 5. Okay, I was gonna say, so if like going to it was like this was the last year, then he left. Would you want 24 retired, or I'd want like to keep it in rotation? Whoever's next gets it.
Well, at this point, like I would have already retired it for Law because Law was that guy. But if we're gonna keep,
I was gonna say what's done is done. Yeah.
If we're gonna keep having like one of the best like 4 corners in a given year on the team wearing 24, then yeah, I don't hate it for that way.
It's like what number was it for Simeon in Chicago?
25.
25.
Yeah. Brazil, I think it's like Brazil soccer. It's like 9 or 10. Can't remember which one.
LSU, I think it's LSU's got one. 7 maybe.
I think it is 7.
Yeah.
The Honey Badger was 7, wasn't he?
Honey Badger was 7. I think Patrick Peters was 7. Hey, wait. Yeah, but yeah, I like just like I like the unofficial. It's like, listen, like if you get this man, like everybody don't get 21. Like some people, you come on the team, it's like, yeah, you gotta you're a 3rd round pick and you want 21. I don't know about that.
The honor of wearing the number 7 at LSU football is a tradition. Unlike many others for the historic program, it's an honor given to a member of each team that exemplifies step. Yeah, because Fournette was 7 too. So they have one on both sides of the ball, and it sounds like other places as well.
Well, is it one for each or just one? And like for college, you can just wear whatever number, dude. I do like that. They got so many players, you can't put a restriction on it.
Patrick Peterson, Honey Badger, Fournette, DJ Chark.
Okay,
kind of
Chark.
Feels like a little bit of a drop there.
No, I mean he got 1,000 yards this year. Like we'll see.
Yeah, no, he was good this year. But when I think all those other 3 at LSU, I was like, oh yeah, I tuned in to watch them. DJ Chark doesn't.
Listen, if I'm DJ Chark, I'm like, listen, give me Burrow and see what I would have done. I did not have Joe Burrow. I had LSU quarterback X.
So it was Grant Delpit this last year.
Okay, yeah, the safety.
So I might just take him like 5th overall now, knowing that.
Yeah, I did a thing today, like buying. I was like, I bought LSU as DBU. I was like, please, I'm fine with that. They got
your charts.
Mm-hmm. I can't stop picking things.
No, it's fun. Once you get in the role, that was me with tiering last summer. Like once you start tiering some stuff, like you can't stop.
Like a good one. Like people send me a lot. I was like, this is either like too easy or too complex or too like one that's just right. I was like, oh, who is linebacker you?
Was that the ESPN one?
Yes.
See, that one pissed me off because I feel like they didn't give Miami enough respect.
Listen, Georgia didn't have any money as a running back on there. So I was like, yeah.
Right, yeah.
I was like, they got the roughest I think they got the biggest gripe as a position.
Yeah, I just mean like I would have like if I just picked Miami all time across the board, I feel like I'd be in pretty good shape.
Oh, for sure. That's why I only limit. I was like, I'm only doing current because if we're going all time, then it opens. I only did like current.
Yeah.
I had Oklahoma quarterbacks, Oklahoma running backs, Alabama linebackers, LSU DBs. Who's wide receivers did I have? LSU wide receivers.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that Beckham, Chark, Landry, and now Justin Jefferson. I said, if you're in the league now or coming into it this year, and Justin Jefferson, those was my 4.
Yeah.
I was like, feeling great about my team.
Yeah.
$15 well spent.
Who are you starting? Are you starting Kyler?
Yes. Come on, man.
So you're putting a chip in your own locker room.
Listen, how you think you're going to feel about 3rd string? I got Jalen Hurts, too. No.
You got Jason White.
Yeah, I got Bradford 4. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Bradford. I'm not even telling him we have a team.
That's why it's like, I was like, not doing it all the time is even better. Because, again, it's like, was it college, Bradford? Because he was nice. I was like, nope, only do it now. If you are in the league right now.
Yeah, Sam Bradford just kind of – so Sam Bradford went from, like, every year would sign, like, 1 year, $20 million, and then last year just his phone stopped ringing.
I think, honestly, I feel like it had to be a choice. I feel like it rung and he turned it down because
It rang while he had just like hit a crisp 9-iron, and he just looked at the phone, looked back at the fairway. And
he was like whose area code is that? Cincinnati. Oh no, I got I'll take another beer.
Yeah. He just left his phone there and just walked straight into the woods, never to be heard from again.
Yeah, he's like, who's calling? He's like, Kansas City. Tell him I'll call him back. Like, put him on the but like he's 32. So I just look. Would you be surprised if he plays another NFL or gets another NFL contract? I'll say, because I would not be surprised.
Bradford?
Yeah.
I was surprised he didn't get one this last year. So if he did sign, I wouldn't be surprised at all. No.
That's why I really think it was personal choice. I wonder if he was like, I'm taking a year for health. Like,
yeah.
2018 he played. 2019, if he was just like, I've made plenty. I'm just taking 1 year off, and then I'll see if I can be like a nice backup. Because at 32, he can play 4, 5, 6 more. Like as a steady backup, if not more. Like if he's more than that, then who knows? But
was he
he won't be more than that. Yeah.
No, sure won't. Was he the last of the like big money draft picks, or was it Stafford?
I
think it was Bradford.
Yeah, was he then Cam, and then Stafford was right after Cam.
Yeah, I know Cam didn't get some crazy.
Cam was the first one, as it would appear, to not get like 6 years, $65 million off the bat.
Somehow mostly guaranteed for some reason, too.
I can't believe that flew for so long. Right?
Yeah, like the veterans were just like, I would just keep re-entering the draft. Like, my 4 years here are done. Yeah. I'm going to go get drafted, please.
That's like, boy, nice to meet you. I'm LeVar Arrington. I make much more than you. He's like, I'm Darryl Green. I've made like 9 All-Pro. Like,
take a hike, old man.
Yeah, beat it, shorty. Yeah.
But someone out. Did you see the Simpsons one that got tweeted at us?
No, a pick'em.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh baby. Just go to my timeline because it's like the third thing I retweeted recently or quote tweeted recently.
Let's have a look. See here.
What I like about this one is they give you 2 of the main family just for free. They're like, we just want to pick side characters. This is
just bingo free spot.
Yeah, so you get a Homer and a Bart for free, a Lisa and a Marge for free.
Okay. Ooh, this is good. Let's dance.
Yeah, I haven't fully sunk my teeth into it yet because I knew I wanted to do it here. I'm glad you just didn't even see it at all. Because there would already be like 3 blogs up about it.
Correct. As it will be shortly after this, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, this there's some real like I might just buy all 6 $1 people and keep my $9.
Yeah, this is that. I gotta find that NFL when we did last year. Like you pick 10 people, and the rest you get league average. I was like, man, oh man, what if I just take offensive linemen and just give them a home league average? Like I'll just take $1.
I feel like even though I like that you get 2 of the family members for free, it's kind of tough which 2 to pick.
Let's see. I know one I'm not picking.
That's everyone who looks at this. Yeah. See a Marge, take a fucking hike.
What? Marge was your out of here?
Are you going to say Lisa?
No, as I look at it, it might be Matt. Like Matt, she's fine for what she is, but
come on.
She can I got two?
Yeah,
if she's my second. That would be
Maggie could shoot anyone at a given point in time. It feels like you didn't even consider that.
Listen, we've seen that before. What have you done? Who have you killed for me lately, baby?
Shit. Well, what was the episode she was picking people off from? Was that the pretzel episode? Where she had the shotgun like under her bed?
Oh, yeah. And dick on it, yeah.
And she just goes right back to sleep. Yeah, no, Maggie shooting people will never. There's actually, I think Disney Plus is doing like a Maggie. It's not like a movie, but it's not like a
I did see that. An update where she with the date or whatever. I saw that.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch the hell out of that. Will it be good? Probably not, but I'm gonna watch it.
Let's see. Yeah, man, I can't have her as
you're not picking Marge. You don't you lie to me and say you're picking Marge.
Man, oh man.
You're going to pick Mo and Marge, and they're going to run off, finally?
Yes. And Maggie. She won't do a thing about it. Yeah. Now, okay, I was going to say Marge, if she wasn't one of the free ones, of course, like just for her drama and her in and around it, but no, there's too much value on the board to go with it'd be like giving a max to a role player. I could do it. I'd feel, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, now I've got, shit, I don't even know. 9 years of CJ McCollum. Like, oh, all right, okay, sweet.
Yeah, you can pencil that in, that 20 points in per night, and there's a bit of work from there.
That's awesome. He makes the same money as Paul George somehow. That's cool. So, my two.
I mean, here's a great disservice. Jasper's $1 and Grandpa's $5. I love Grandpa. Grandpa deserves to be $5. Jasper's more than a 1.
Listen, Fat Tony is $1. That's how you know the game's messed up.
I know.
Ooh. Okay, what 2 are you keeping?
I feel like if I want to really, really get the best value out of the freeze, it has to be Homer and Bart. I don't think there's another way to do it.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask this. We're creating one episode?
That's what it feels like, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what it said, to make an episode. Okay.
Homer and Bart, they have all of the best.
Yeah.
Like Lisa's sneaky because she has so few. Like she probably has the highest rate of classic episodes just dedicated to her, like the teacher episode, and she always finds herself in the mix. Yeah, she always finds herself in the mix.
She just takes like 4 a game. Yeah,
the one where Mr. Burns starts with the recycling plant is a Lisa episode. She's always in the mix.
The Jazz Man with Bleeding Gums Murphy.
Yeah, Jazz Man, the Homer versus the 18th Amendment.
And versus DC, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's just so many where she's in the mix. But I still feel like the answer is Homer and Bart. Because like you with the Game of Thrones one, I'm just going to bring Conan O'Brien to direct this one. So I know he's going to right this ship.
Yeah, I feel like that's, if everything else is equal, you go with the 2 most talented. That's Homer and Bart, man. So yeah, I agree with that.
Simple. Now, part of me, I wish I couldn't. Like, I wish it wasn't. You have to pick 5 because I might just pick like Sideshow Bob, Mr. Burns, and Grandpa, and just call it a day. Those are my 5, and we're out.
Right.
But you have to pick 5, so that's
I almost did that with the Game of Thrones one. I was like, listen, I'm good. Like Braun was $1 and Tormund was $1. I was like, I got some change. Like y'all can keep it.
Right.
Boy, oh boy. I'll say this. For 5, Mo and Krusty is interesting.
Krusty, again, when Krusty has episodes just centered around him, very high return. Same with Burns, though. Like, I can't.
Yeah. And Burns has more usage. His usage rate's a little higher over there. He's been doing it longer.
This $5 Skinner shouldn't, like, I love Skinner, but Skinner can't be a $5.
No, 3 or 4 I could see, but
I might swap him out with McClure.
I hate how Foul Pal, he put it perfect. He just picked 5 to make an epic. There's I can't argue any ambiguity in here. Like, beat it, like, cut it out, Whiskies. Okay. Mo is good at 5, though.
He is, but is he better than Burns? This is the question.
On any given night, man, on any given Sunday, I think Mo could beat Burns. You're telling me if Mo and Burns played 10 times, Burns 10-0? No way.
No, but I think it might be 9.
No way. Mo Sislak? Come on, man.
The very same. The very same.
You mean the down on this look bartender?
You mean the Pug Fugly proprietor of the local watering hole? The very same.
The man who stole a drink idea from his best friend, the very same, Tess.
The one who's been hounding his wife for decades. Yes.
The one who picked up the phone incessantly, not to prank after prank after prank for upwards of a decade.
How mad do you think the Simpsons writers' room was when they heard of caller ID?
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Oh boy. I'm like, I would get those and write them down and like read them back to my mother because I thought they were like just hilarious. Oh, like, Amanda, hug and kiss. Amanda, hug and kiss. Because if you break it down, she's like, I get it. Like, I'm not 10. Like, I get it. I mean,
well, who was the guy who was actually there and Mo put him on the phone with him? The guy was like, hello. And Bart was like, this is
Hugh. Was that Hugh?
It might have been.
Yes, this is Hugh.
Bart was like, boy, I didn't see this one coming.
So it burns your $5.
Again, the only ambiguity we have been given is it's not like you have to pick a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, and a 1. Like, there's enough meat on this bone here where I might go 2 4s. A Brockman and Quimby do-si-do, Hans Moleman.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could go 2 5s and 3 3. No, 2 5s and
2 2s and a 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say because you do have to pick 5. Yeah.
And if we want to move our eyes, we should start reading what these are while we're talking about it. The $2 are all groups, so it's like Lou and Eddie. Itchy and Scratchy may be the worst pick on the board. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I love Itchy and Scratchy, but I don't know how.
I feel the same for Rod and Todd. Listen, love them. They're nice kids. They're nice kids. But no.
Also, kind of the $2. There is value because you're getting 2, but like I don't want Patty and Selma anywhere near this episode. Kang and Kodos neither.
Iron helps us play.
But my point, like, if you do want to go with like Lou and Eddie and Carl and Lenny, like that's 4 people right there. Especially if you're gonna do like some sort of cop episode where like you're taking Wiggum and Quimby or Wiggum and Brockman because Brockman's gonna keep giving the updates on the news.
I think you got to slide in some Mayor Quimby. You go with all the cops and Quimby somehow, man.
Yeah, that's what.
There's surely some chicanery.
That's where maybe you do pick Marge, since again she is a cop.
That's what I'm saying. Like Marge, she's she calls City Hall to complain. That's how they're tied into this. Millhouse for $3, horrible value. No, not horrible. But listen, when the names with the names he's up against, come on, man.
That's true.
$3. I can have Millhouse or Dr. Hibbert or Lionel Hutz, groundskeeper Willie, Ned Flanders.
Now that we're reading this, I would like to take umbrage with whoever created this. If it was Foul Pal 00, or if it's so, because it seems like he just took this picture from, I don't know, a telescope of his neighbor's computer.
Excel, yeah.
Yeah. How is McClure and Hutz, how are they not the same value? Because if I just want essentially the same character but with a different job, I would just rather keep my $1 and take Hutz.
Yeah, but one's a lawyer type. The other's an actor type.
The other one starred in such films as Christmas Ape.
He sure did, Jimmy. He sure did. Yeah. Yeah, that's what. But who would you move? I feel like honestly, you could move Willie to $4 and put Brockman down to. Willie's a star, man.
Willie is a star.
That might be 3 of my dollars. But Gunderson's right there.
I know, yeah, you're a big Gil Gunderson.
Yeah.
Gil Gunderson is Marty Mush if he never found Barstool.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy. Okay, Gunderson's in. He's one of my 5. So I'm building around Gunderson. Or with Gunderson, not around, but with the Gunderson. I got 12 left. All right, I'm writing this down.
I like how you build. Yeah, so you've got Homer, Bart, and Gunderson.
Yeah. See, you're chuckling already.
What a tree! I'm chuckling at Gunderson.
That's the thing. I could have said any duo, and you like Lisa, Maggie, and Gunderson. He'll fuck this up somehow. Like,
although I kind of see the vision already on this episode. Like for some reason, he's babysitting them. Although that Hutz already did that.
Yeah,
and Hutz already did it better.
I was gonna say we ain't seen Gunderson do a full episode. It'd be Gunderson. Like boy, oh boy. That was the night Harden and Westbrook were out, and Eric Gordon scored 50. Like, let's see if you can do it, kid.
Didn't they lose that game though?
Probably.
Yeah, so that's why you got to factor all these things in here. You're burying the lead.
Yeah, isn't that the Gil Gunderson experience? Of course, they're not going to win. He's going to score 50 and a win. Are you kidding? It's Gil Gunderson.
I don't want to talk to him.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah.
Tony.
Gunderson's in. $12 left.
I think I'm scratching the two. As much as I just talked about the strategy, you could Carl and Lenny. I may have to scratch the $2 category and go with multiple $1.
I don't hate it.
Shut up. There's nothing I can do with Kang and Kodos. As great as you talk about hit rate.
I was just because like Nelson, Jasper, Beardley, and Fat Tony, those three alone almost like. Wait, yeah, could I do how many?
You're going Gunderson, Fat Tony, and Jasper Beardley. That's your core. That's your big three.
Oh boy, and throw in Mayor Quimby. They're doing a escape room together. See?
Why are you here, Gunderson?
Yeah. Jesus says I'm supposed to be the leader.
Lovejoy, I don't hate Lovejoy being involved here. I'm not going to pick him. But no. Lovejoy alone for when he had to fight off those apes and then he's retelling the story at church the next day.
I think my favorite Lovejoy is when Bart changed the sheet music. And the old lady was playing the Innergarten in like 17 minutes. He was like, wait a minute.
This is rock and or roll.
He should be like honorable mention type. Like you get to sprinkle in a cameo.
Right. Yeah, not spend a whole $1 on
That's what I'm saying. Like, again, comic book guy for $1 in a vacuum is great. But with he's a great character. I'll say it.
Well, here's the thing, just thinking about this episode too, there's no Simpsons episode where it's like, here's this one story for 23 and a half minutes. Right. There's an A and B story. So if you're really trying to be like Homer's doing one thing and Bart's doing the other, that's where I could see like comic book guy coming into the fray.
Okay.
Or like, yeah, Bart's fucking Lovejoy's daughter again. That's why he needs to be there.
Was piping her in the treehouse. Mole Man for 4. That hurts, but boy, you talk about a guy that he comes off the bench and hits home runs. Dangers.
Does Mole Man have a single miss on his
no. The ball is growing. It works on so many levels.
Give him the $50,000. And then Burns loses to again at the Oscars.
I was saying Boo Burns.
Mole Man. What an icon.
I might have to take him just for the fact if I say your name and automatically laugh, you might have to be in my episode. Like same with Gunderson. Like
that's what I meant.
Yeah, go ahead.
I may just go like all old guys. You know, like
okay,
Mr. like either Grandpa, Mr. Burns, Mole Man, Beardley.
Gunderson, he's not a young man.
No, he isn't. But that's why I wish they had. Who's the fucking other two old guys at the retirement home? The one that's like, I like taquitos.
The cat burglar.
Yeah.
He's 50 cents. Yeah.
Yeah. He was wearing sneakers.
For sneaking. I gotta say, if you just think about the one you just said with all the old people, then you take Carl and Lenny, and they show up, you find out they're both like 85 for some reason. It's like, we're vegan.
Yeah, vegan Buddhists, Carl and Lenny. Although isn't Flanders like 63?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's very old. Skinner's good. I think I think Carl and Lenny have to be in mine too by virtue of the same thing. I can't say their name and not laugh.
No.
And so much versatility.
So many Simpsons screenshots have just become memes, and I think Lenny's got two of the best that have ever graced any of our phones. Him getting punched in the back of the head for the dental plan episode.
Dental plan, yeah.
Homer just remembering to punch Lenny, and and the other one where he's waiting for his award, and he's just sitting there very pensively.
He got another one of my favorites. Him sitting in his house. Please don't tell the world I live like this. That's Carl Carlson, man.
He's a war hero. When Marge is stitching the pillow, she's like, not Lenny. She's got like the whole candles and everything. Like,
it's like the picture of him on the side. Yeah, Carl and Lenny are in mine. Again, for that reason, wherever they show up.
Unless you're doing like a cop-based episode for some reason, it has to be Carl and Lenny over. I think Lou and Eddie would probably be two there.
Yeah.
They're basically just cop Carl and Lenny.
Yeah. So Carl and Lenny in. I got $10 left and 3 spots. Let's see. I can do a 5, a 4, and a 1.
Yeah, right now you can still pick one of each if you're sticking with.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah, what do you got? What's your team so far?
Right now it's just Homer, Bart, and Burns.
Okay, so it was your second pick. Carl and Lenny was my second pick.
If I'm going Burns. If I'm going Burns, I feel like I have to go. Would you two knock it the fuck off? Huh? We got serious business going on over here.
He's like, I saw this days ago. Pick Millhouse, why don't you?
I most certainly won't. I can promise you. Much like Marge, Millhouse was a quick cut. The one where Burns, if Burns has like a big medical issue and I just get Hibbert in the mix.
Thought about Hibbert.
At Hibbert, you talk about some all-time lines.
Willie too.
What would?
Uh-oh. Wait, I could do 2 3s and a 4. Yeah, I could still.
Wait, how?
Because I've got $10 left in 3 spots. I could go.
Yeah, you haven't picked a 5 yet.
No, that's what I'm saying. I still got my big money available. Trying to decide if I'm going to spend the max or see if I can get a few solid players.
I've just seen Burns carry too many episodes to not be included in my team.
I get it. You talk about efficiency. Sideshow Bob.
That's the thing, though. Can he do it in a bigger role? Can he carry
Sideshow Bob Sanders? Yeah. When he's healthy, he is a problem.
If I move him to the starting lineup, is he going to welter or is he Manu Ginobili? Is he better just coming off the bench?
Man, but he can sing.
He can't sing.
He brings that. He could be in he He's in the boys' choir with Gil Gunderson and Carl and Lenny. See, yeah, it's coming together.
Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna go Burns and Quimby.
Okay.
But right now, the plot to my episode that I'm building in my head is Burns is trying to fully take over the town, and he realizes he needs to do it by taking over. He's tired of paying Quimby, so he's just gonna try and steal the election. And he's got Homer for some reason running his campaign.
Okay.
He's like, I need the common man, Smithers. And then they cut to Homer like playing with a squirrel.
Yeah, he's like, who's that? Sector 7G, sir.
Simpson, eh?
Yeah, where would Smithers be on here?
I feel like they want to put him as a package deal, like these $2, but you can't throw Burns in the great value.
Oh no.
So I think that's why he got cut. But
I think
he's on that gay island again for vacation for this episode.
I'd pick him before Millhouse.
Chris, I feel like Chris is gonna yell at you. Yeah, hey bro, just got over Corona.
Hey bro, Millhouse. Hey, man. I can't be friends with you anymore, boy. Crabapple. No thanks.
Yeah, no, that's the weakest one.
No, wait a minute. If I can work up a love angle.
You've done this for every character. You've been like, P.U., although...
Actually, a Pooh. Well, we haven't mentioned a Pooh once. Does he still exist in this universe?
In this one, he does, apparently.
Okay. Just true. Brockman Strong. Brockman shows up at the gay island with Gunderson.
He's like, I was just here to report. Yes.
This somebody's rolling a suitcase out. It's got like KB on it.
Yeah, Homer, Bart, Burns, Quimby. And then I'm taking Hutz. Hutz is my $3. Give me Hutz.
The long arm of the law, yeah.
Yeah, he's who Quimby hires to dig up dirt on Burns. And he's like, he tried to block out the sun once. He's like, I know that.
Let's see. Who was my third pick? Man, oh man. I think I'm going Wiggum. I'm going Clancy.
You've always been a big Wiggum guy.
The biggest. For $4, he can I think he can carry a team. He's best. He's Paul George. Can carry a team. He's probably best in the side role though. But that's fine here. I got Homer Simpson on my team, man.
You do. And Bart Simpson.
I was like, I don't want to ever forget that. Like 2015 Bron and Kyrie.
So you right now have Homer, Bart, Wiggum's your highest dollared player?
Yes, Wiggum, Gunderson, Carl and Lenny. Carl Carlson and Lenny Leonard. So I have $6 remaining for 2 spots. Okay, I still got some versatility.
I've got 2 spots left. $3 remaining.
Uh-oh.
We're going to be at the plant a lot. So I do feel like Carl and Lenny are the pick. However, if this is some sort of election rigging scam, maybe it is Lou and Eddie who cracked the case.
I thought you were going to say Kang and Kodos for
I did think about that as well, but we literally have seen that. So I have one scene where they just have to go to the DMV for some reason. That's why I take Fatty and Selma.
Like, how do you pronounce your name? I told you. It's hard to say.
But I also could just like keep $1 if I want to go like just have $1 left and go 2 $1 guys.
That's $15, man. It's no fun to have change you need. I take five Nelson Munces and call it a day.
That's what I mean. Nelson. I might take a Nelson and a Fat Tony here. That's my next pick, Fat Tony. Fat Tony's off the board.
I was gonna say I'm looking at him.
With as many dirty deeds as I have envisioned for this episode, Tony's involved.
I wish Agnes Skinner was on here.
If she was, that would have made me go full old person.
Yeah, Gunderson's taking her out on a date. They met on Tinder.
She didn't mean to swipe.
Yeah. She won't open the door, yeah.
Yeah, that would be actually perfect for Skinner if he were in the 2 with Agnes.
Yeah.
Or with Chalmers.
yeah. That's much, yeah. If we get itchy and scratchy, they meant well.
Yeah, I think they went with, like, these are the most obvious duos on this show, no question.
Boy, who else? I got $6 left for 2 spots. I'm going. Now, what'd you say?
I was just thinking like Dolphin Kearney.
Yeah. I'm going Gerald Ford and George Bush. Now, I'm going to go. I feel good about this pick. I'm going Sideshow Bob. I'm going Terwilliger.
Wow.
Bob and Bart alone is fireworks.
Always.
Somehow, like, again, like that's, you talk about your 2 storylines. That's one of them right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll figure out the rest with this plethora.
That'll
be my B-roll.
Wiggum, Homer.
Yeah, Wiggum on the case.
Gunderson.
Gunderson selling attempted murder trying to kill your son insurance.
I was thinking like maybe your B is Homer and Gunderson are like in the academy trying to be cops, and that's where Wiggum comes in.
We find out Carl and Lenny are undercovers for the past 30 years.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Bob. That's my 4th. So I've got to go back to the dollar pile, but I feel good about it. This is just the icing on top.
So I don't know if I want to spend all of my $2.
Oh, have some fun.
I am. I'm having a grand old time. I don't know about you.
Have more.
But I've got Quimby and Burns. What a duo.
Yeah.
That's like Hightower and Chandler Jones in the same first round. Like we are all set.
That's pretty good. Like defense set. Check. Got that.
We can throw out whatever other 9 idiots and we're fine. I got Hutz. Oh baby, I forgot I had Hutz.
How could you forget Hutz, man?
Yeah, Hutz may end up Hutz is going to end up being he's not going to score the most points in this game, but he's going to hit the most important shots. Do I want Carl and Lenny? I always want Carl and Lenny. Everyone wants Carl and Lenny. But
you're going Rod and Todd? Yeah.
So I want Nelson and Bart to be up to some shenanigans, nuking the whales and whatnot. Who am I kidding? Give me Jasper Beardley. I can't make this episode without Jasper Beardley. Can't do it. Won't do it.
Looking at my beard. That's paddling. Looking at my shoes. You better believe that's paddling.
That between that, if that whole episode was just him and Willie just saying different things as teachers, me standing and applauding for hours.
Me just weeping, feeling my Oscar ballot.
Bonjour, you cheese-eating surrender monkeys is one of the all-time lines that's ever been written in any program ever.
What? I got $1 and one pick left. How do I? Ooh, I don't know if I want to pull the trigger.
Lovejoy.
The very same. Yeah. It's between Fat Tony and Krabappel.
Wow. You got a Krabappel Gunderson love story
I was gonna say,
cooking up?
I could set that up. Krabappel Gunderson. Wiggum ties into Bob and Bart. I got to figure out how Carl and Lenny come into here.
Listen, you got Homer. You still got Homer.
Yeah, Homer. Oh, yeah, but we might have a little A, B, and C action like Treehouse of Horrors.
Oh, baby.
Can we? Oh, they didn't say we couldn't do that.
No, they sure didn't.
Ooh.
I mean, Ken and Curtis are on the board. Yeah.
I got your ass, pal. You tell me I couldn't do a Treehouse of Horrors. Maybe I want 3 separate things, so I want 3 separate people that can carry. Can you carry 30 minutes? No. Can you carry 10 minutes? Maybe.
I think that reopens Willie entirely.
Oh, yeah, this might reopen the entire board.
You're talking about a star that shines brightest on All Hallows Eve.
Just taking axes to the back.
Damn toaster. And yeah, that gets Maggie back in the mix big time too. She can do anything on Halloween.
I agree, yeah. Oh yeah, you didn't think I'd think of that. When you're trying to give me some content to discuss.
You son of a bitch, yeah.
Yeah. Not so tough.
You piece of shit.
Yeah, not so tough. Oh, poor.
Yeah, pretty easy to be tough from the silence of your own home, huh? Quarantine boy.
He's like, I was just trying to help. I love both the shows, guys. I'm like, keep it. Tell it to the judge.
Like my boots.
Yeah, okay, guys. Huh. Okay, yeah. No, that's it's like I'm splitting aces, man. Yeah, I'm going Treehouse Horror style. So I need to spread this out over 3. Oh, and I think, yeah, that's my 3. Yep. Krabappel is my last one.
Wow.
You talk about an upset. I was ready to.
You were ready to have her dead again.
You know what changed my mind? I thought about. She's got a great meme. The one of her with like the tie on her head and the glasses like sneaking out. Great meme. I was like that like her sneaking out of Gunderson's house.
Just ashamed.
Yeah. So yeah, her and Gunderson. That's one of my. Yeah, that's A. Carl and Lenny.
That's your A?
No, it's just one. No, that's probably my.
Okay, I was about to say
it's not. It's my. Yeah, it's my B. I'll hide it in the middle. It's B.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's my B. But my big dog is. I don't think it's got to be Sideshow Bob Bart. Without
question.
That can't be third. Yeah. And meanwhile, Homer, Carl, and Lenny. That's my.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you still want Wiggum if this is the way you're going?
Yeah, I might have to reconsider that unless I
toss
can.
Mole Man in there.
Whew. I'd hate to do it. Yeah, wait a minute. Clancy knows I love him dearly. Yeah, that opens up McClure.
Oh yeah, it sure does.
Oh boy, yeah, I got the $4 highlighted. I think everybody else is a lock. Gunderson, Krabappel, Homer, Barton, Lenny.
I also don't hate just taking like 5 of the $3 and calling it a day.
Yeah. piece together team
telling
with no
Millhouse
holes.
Yeah. Telling Millhouse to hit the bricks and taking the other 5.
Yeah, Amscray. Oh boy, this is tough. I didn't think about my kids' names this long. Wait, so who goes? Yeah, so who's paired up here? Wait a minute. Foul Pal thinks he's got me in a box.
Yeah, you're in a box. Yeah.
Ah, I'm in a box.
Someone replied to this tweet, and they just said, "Great idea, but who the fuck is paying $4 for Hans Moleman? I'm blocking you."
Yeah, you might be up out of here, guy. That's right. Sideshow Bob goes with Bart. Bob goes with Gunderson. Oh, I can split up Carl and Lenny, though.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why you would, but you certainly
Cross
could.
segments, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who would Carl and Lenny happen to? Because they're good support players, but I'd need a star of that. Man, I might just have to keep Wiggum, man. He's just that good.
Yeah, you might have been a little too hasty getting them out of there.
I'll go to McClure. They met at the boys' club of some sort. I'm keeping Wiggum. Yeah.
Wow.
Keep it Wiggum.
You got to be thorough sometimes. You got to turn over every stone.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Look foolish here.
Poke holes in my own theory, right?
But yeah, let's. What's your final team again?
My final team. I'm trying to. Do I even want to repick the first 2 if I'm opening it up? How are you? You're doing like a regular A and B?
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm like, what's your Bart Simpson chalkboard at the beginning? You didn't think about that, did you?
Yeah, Foul Pal. What'd you think about that? You bum. No, I think I'm still sticking with Homer and Bart. Yeah. Okay.
It's too strstrong. That's Brady and Belichick. Like, there's no way.
Plus, I've already literally linked everybody else in my team. Like, I can't start to. Okay.
Like,
what
the more
Maggie?
I think about it, Marge. Yeah.
Yeah. Why would Maggie and Gunderson meet? Yeah. I got Homer, Bart, Gunderson, Carl and Lenny, Clancy Wiggum, Sideshow Bob, Edna Krabappel.
Krabappel. What an upset with Krabappel.
Yeah.
I've got Homer and Bart, C. Montgomery Burns, Mayor Quimby, who you didn't even seem to give much thought to at all.
I love Diamond Joe.
Hutz.
A Pooh. You talk about a Poohs. That's somebody who didn't get a consideration. Hutz is good. You got a good team. Yeah.
I get happy every time I remember I've got Hutz. And then I'm going Tony and Beardley. I don't even know where Jasper fits into all of this, but I'm happy he's there.
He's so good he finds a way to fit in, man.
That's what I mean. There's going to be some sort of debate town hall style where he's just asking absurd questions. Burns is like, I want that man killed.
I was like, you could do something where you just open a closet and Jasper is just there for some he could work his way into literally anything.
This is my Volkswagen.
Yeah, like I'm cold and afraid.
Moon pies. Tyler, did you know between the never-ending laundry cycles and incoming emails, you've got plenty on your to-do list?
Yeah.
Give yourself one less thing to worry about and let DoorDash take care of your next meal.
Go on.
DoorDash is the app that brings you food you're craving right now, right to your door. What are you craving right now, Withers?
Or what I wouldn't do for some pizza pie.
Well, buddy, they've got pizza pie by the truckload at DoorDash. Ordering is easy. Open the DoorDash app, choose whatever you want to eat, and your food will be left safely outside your door with a new contactless delivery drop-off setting. With over 300,000 partners in the U.S., Puerto Rico, Canada, and Australia, you can support your local go-tos or choose from your favorite national restaurant chains like Chipotle, Wendy's, and the Cheesecake Factory. Many of your favorite local restaurants are still open for delivery. Just open the DoorDash app, select your favorite local restaurant, and your food will be left at your door. DoorDash deliveries are now contactless to keep the communities we operate in safe. Right now, our listeners can get $5 off their first order of $15 or more and 0 delivery fees for the first month when you download the DoorDash app and enter code MIX. That's $5 off your first order and 0 delivery fees for a month when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store.
For how long?
Whole month.
Wow.
Yeah. 1/12 of the year. When you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code MICKS. Don't forget, that's code MIX for $5 off your first order and also 0 delivery fees for a month with DoorDash. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. I don't care for this weather on top of everything else that's happening that I also don't care for. The weather is shooting up the things I don't care for list.
That's rough, man. What's it looking like there?
The wind's crazy. Like there's power outages all over the place. Wind's crazy. Rain's crazy. Not what I need.
It's rough, man. 70 degrees here.
Well, you guys got it like overnight, didn't you?
No, that was like kind of like Western Georgia got it. Like my uncle called me this morning, like, y'all all right? I was like, this, quarantine, you know what I mean? Same old. And he was like, I was like, oh no. I was like, I know where that is, but no, it's literally like sunshine. It's like real feel 67. Like it's perfect weather, but no, I know a lot of places did get hit bad. That's why I was surprised when you said like storm. I was like, okay, if it's down this way, appears there are multiple storms.
Yeah, I was told by Barstool Riggs via his tweet that it's just been like moving up the coast.
Okay.
So I don't know if that means it's like a little weaker now. It's tired from working all night. But yeah, it's been windy as hell all day. Raining like the Dickens. And yeah, I guess like towns like right next to me have already lost power. So that's why I was like, why don't we not wait till midnight just in case?
No, it's for the best.
Our fireside chat. So yeah, I'm just like downloading shit onto my iPad, which does not want to download things at this point in time in case, because when I lost internet last week, I only had like 3 movies on here.
Oh no, yeah.
Boy, oh boy, you talk about slim pickings.
That's when I was like, I thought I set up some articles or added a new tape or something to read. I'm like, oh no, I can't add it on the plane. I forgot. Oh,
that Maggie Playdate with Destiny is already available. 5 minutes. I feel like you could fit that in.
Maybe.
She had the one right before. What was it? Was
glad it's not 30 minutes.
Yeah, no, that would have been bad.
You said she had the what now?
She had her own short. It had to have been before the Simpsons movie, right? Or was it before a different movie entirely? Might have been a different movie entirely.
I feel like it was different, yeah.
Yeah, huh. I can't remember which one it was. I know I saw it specifically so I could watch that, but oh yeah, they've got Disney Plus now has their own, like they have The Simpsons, but then they have even like it broken down further, like The Simpsons Travel, The Simpsons Predict, The Simpsons Music, Simpsons Sports. Like, oh yeah, now we're pretty good. I don't know what took them so long to think of that, but I'm glad we're here now.
That's a pandemic, literal pandemic.
How many times a day does it hit you that this is just what it is?
Baker's dozen. Feels about right. You?
It's got to be once an hour. So for however many hours I'm awake in a given day, which varies, but at least once an hour. I'm just like, can you believe this shit?
Yeah. It's just like, wow, it's just one of those, I think about a different part of life because rarely does something affect literally every part of life. And also every part of everybody's life.
Right.
Like even then, it's like, boy, oh boy, y'all got bad storms. We had them last night. No, this is like, yeah. No, there's a tornado that's hit all of us and it's still going.
It is unrelenting.
Yeah. So
I haven't even heard anything positive about like how it's going to end or what's going to happen after it ends. Because the only thing I hear is like, no one's ever going to shake hands again. I'm like, that can't possibly be true.
Hey, man. On Netflix, have you ever seen Explained on Netflix?
No, I don't think so.
It's like a series they do, I don't know, docu-series. They just explore different things, but every episode is like 18 to 20 minutes, which...
Yeah.
And they've got one from this past November on pandemics. And I watched it last night. I shouldn't have watched it last night. It was talking about literally like how they start, like how the ones crossbreed, like from animals. Like I think the shit's so fucked up. Like H1N1 was, I think, a person, a pig, and a bat.
Yeah, it was something like it couldn't go directly from one to the other, right?
It couldn't go from person to person. Yeah, but the pig was the common bond. And that's and that's how it linked and took off. And it was like, it just reproduces so much faster than research does, because that's how these things do. And Bill Gates was on there talking about it. He was like, oh yeah, no, one would absolutely take without a question. We would be lights out. Like, I'm like, awesome. I'm having a blast, dude.
This is what I needed to hear before Betty Bye.
This is great. Yeah. I watched another one on Diamonds. I was like, that can't be the last thing I'll watch. Diamonds was all right.
Yeah, I feel like Diamonds, I learned about that, like the scam there in like a comm class in college with like was it the De Beers family?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It talked about that, and it's like, but Diamonds have kind of hit a spot where it's like they were overvalued for so long, then they were undervalued, and now it's like you can get like a good diamond for like a really good price now. Like De Beers did market the game a long time ago, and it's like there's like, it's no difference between man-made diamonds and the mined ones, which I didn't know. There's like no chemical difference. So it's like, with that going on now, you can get a good diamond for a really good price. I was like, noted.
Yeah, if they can just make them in a lab, I don't see why that wouldn't drag the price down.
That's the thing. And so some people are in there saying like, because they can do that, they're basically worthless. They're just, I was like, they're I wouldn't say worthless, but they do have the engagement ring industry and a fucking 3 rope. What's it when you like rope up 3 legs of the calf?
Hogtied?
Yeah. I was like, outside of that, I feel like the diamond market is decent.
I was gonna say there are some rappers who like show up with like 7 diamond chains. I'm like, they can't be that pricey.
Yeah, so it's one of those, like, again, if you can do that, but it's like, boy, they took out, like, they just covered everything De Beers did. Like, they covered like the magazine articles. They started it should be 3 months salary. Shit.
Yeah.
And I was brilliant marketing.
And they said they would like lie about how many were actually available. They'd be like, oh yeah, no, these are super rare. They've got like a bunch would fall out of their pockets. They'd be like, no, those are.
He bought up either 80 or 90%, one of those, of the world's supply. The other he like tried and couldn't acquire.
Yeah.
So from that, he was able to like control 80%. Like, listen, guys, it's getting slim in here, man. You don't want your wife to think you don't love her, right? 7 months pay is only, you love her 7 months, right? And guys are like, yes.
Yeah, what an asshole.
So that's, I thought it was going to be that again. I was like, oh yeah, I know that part. But I was like, I didn't know the uptick. Like, I'm like, let me stack up on diamonds right now. Like, I feel like the market inefficiency. Diamonds, running backs, center.
7th round diamonds,
yeah. Well, I found one.
I'm like, listen, it's Mennonite. Mennonite's where you need to put all your money.
Listen, it's got good color. It's got good cut. But the clarity, well, I mean, it's a 4th round pick for a reason.
So this showed up on my timeline today, and it upset me greatly because it's a point I've been yelling about for a while, and some people agree. It's not like I think I'm 1,000% right, but I think I'm like 999% right.
Okay.
A clip of the redraftables Billy Boy's doing showed up, and they're on 96.
Okay.
They immediately picked Kobe 1. Kobe undoubtedly had the best career.
Yeah.
There's no question about it.
Yeah.
There's no way, if you re-simulate that draft a trillion times, Kobe Bryant goes ahead of Allen Iverson. There's no way.
No, but are they saying, I thought, like the one I listened to, they were saying it like in hindsight. Because it was like at the time, none of these were ever going. That's the point of the redraft. Because, it was
I even think with hindsight, and Russ Bensington made this point, he was like, if you put 17-year-old Kobe in his hometown of Philly, that probably doesn't go as well. Like his career probably doesn't unfold as well. The fact that he got to go to LA and they nurtured him. They got Shaq. Like Shaq's not like, oh, let me go to Philly. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like,
well, see, again, I think that like that's part of having like Arn tell them and people be like, no, like listen, we're like there's certain teams. Yeah, we're not even going to work out. That's how they control like 5 through 12 of the draft. It's like we're not working out for any of those teams. Don't worry about those guys. Right. Jersey's the only one they had to worry about.
I wonder if Philly was like, hey, we want to make him the number 1 pick, how they would have went about that.
Nah, it was honestly now, if everything happened the way it did now, it'd probably happen and it'd be wrong in the moment. When we know it's wrong in the moment.
Right.
But like hindsight, which the one I listened to, they were doing it that way. Yeah, he would have to go 1.
Kobe?
And where does AI go?
I didn't make it through the clip because they picked Steve Nash 2nd.
Did I listen to this one? I feel like I listened to this one. I feel like Nash, I got upset. Yeah, I feel like I got upset about this.
Nash, I need to find that thread. It's one of the million basketball writers did. Breaking down Steve Nash.
That doesn't seem like basketball. Right?
And they broke down Steve Nash's it's like first 5 seasons. Like it's more than just like he had a bad rookie year. Like no, this guy fucking stunk for several years.
He was fine. Like Phoenix was fine, just like, or excuse me, Dallas. Dallas was fine. Like, go get an offer. Oh, you got one? Okay, all right, yeah,
right. And Dallas, especially at that point, had no problem giving a lot of money to players that didn't deserve it. So the fact that they were just like, we can find someone else. But to say, even right now, I get everyone's obsessed with efficiency and all that. Steve Nash wasn't better at basketball than Allen Iverson. He just wasn't. Iverson came out the gate, rookie of the year.
Got twice as many MVPs, man.
He does. It's dumb. It's really dumb. That's really bad. And I'm glad.
As many as he and Kobe combined. What do you think about that, man?
Yeah, he should have went 1. I would argue that's the real point I was getting at. If you'd let me finish.
No, you're right. I thought I was going to beat you to the punch that you take number 1 in this year's draft, but no.
Yeah. I'm like, here's why Marcus Camby should have been the first pick, even with hindsight.
I'm telling you, damn Pierre.
But no, the way I always think of stuff like this too always just boils down to if me and you were captains and we were standing at half court and there are 8 other people lined up there. One of them's Allen Iverson. The other one's Steve Nash. Who are you picking first? There's no fucking chance you're picking that guy.
He's got 2 MVPs.
That might make me angrier than Peyton getting that other ring, because at least Peyton deserved 2 rings for the entirety of his body of work. Steve Nash having 2 MVPs makes me angrier by the second.
There's somebody that's going to tell you, well, listen, Nash deserves 6. So 2 is, Morey thinks he deserves 7. I'll say this. If it's those 2 guys and this guy, other guy's also on the board, Ray Allen, I might go Ray Allen over either one of those guys.
I would certainly go Ray Allen over Steve Nash.
That's what I'm saying. And again, it's like Iverson, of course his peak was higher. He won an MVP. But again, if I'm drafting and I get to
what they can do for
their career, know what they're going to do, I just plug in Ray Allen anywhere Like wherever Iverson goes, it's the Iverson show, and it can get you far. But Ray Allen just plugs into anywhere. So honestly, like if we were, I was gonna say we could draft it, literally do what they just did, but it's not even that good. I'm lying. It's the best draft of all time. Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
Okay, how do we decide number 1 pick? It gotta be like an automatic coin flip.
I mean, you're gonna take.
We know who's gonna go first. We just need it's more like for who gets 3, 5, 7 versus like 2, 4, 6.
Well, should we do it with me since I will take Iverson because I do think no matter how many times they actually reran that, because I think that just makes the rest of it more interesting. Well, actually, no, I think it makes it way less interesting because Kobe goes 2, and then we just go from there.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah, why don't we just do? We figure out who 2 is if we just agree Kobe's going 1.
I would take Ray Allen. That's me.
Not Priest Lauderdale?
No, that's my 3rd round pick. Like I'm looking, I've just got this draft sorted by win shares. Kobe's 1 by a mile. 2, Ray Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Decent gap. And then Nash, Iverson, Peja.
Yeah, Peja just edges out Marcus Camby.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we take 2 different people. That's why I think we could do it. It really does depend on who gets the 2nd pick. So how do we? It's got to be an automatic coin flip.
Has to be. It has to.
Automatic.
That's the only thing the internet doesn't have.
It's like, did you mean
porn?
Did you mean literally anything else?
And listen, let's figure out how we're doing this, because if my biggest contention is like thinking of the situation at the time, are we doing it only hindsight?
Yes.
Okay. So, but we get to control their whole career or no?
Yes. I'm looking at it like at this point, you get an 18-year-old Kobe Bryant. You get a 20-year-old Iverson.
And you can do whatever you want with them?
You can build however you want.
You can take them to the fair?
You can take them to the fair.
I'm thinking, like, if all of a sudden I can just sit Antoine Walker down and be like, you see that 23 over there? You stay away from him. You see?
Listen, that's part of it. And again, that's why I'm taking, Ray Allen has 0 MVPs to Iverson and Nash's 3. I get it. But in terms of overall, if I'm getting everything he did, he played the 2nd most minutes in this group behind Kobe, which counts.
Definitely.
Was by far the best shooter. And again, I know I can literally plug him in anywhere. So, can you see this?
Oh yeah, heads.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to see what I need to hit. Okay, I just reset it. It's on else. Once I tap it, that's when it changes. So call it. Okay.
When you tap it?
Yep. I'll tell you when to call it.
Heads.
Call it.
Heads. Oh, okay. Let's go.
You get the 2nd pick.
Well, you brought up some good points.
God damn.
No, I'm not.
I'm going right.
Yeah. One you conveniently forgot to mention.
Sure.
Points per game, which still matters in this man's NBA.
I don't know about that.
In which Kobe is 2nd. Marbury's 3rd.
Listen, it's a deep draft.
Abdur-Rahim is 5th. I'm going Iverson. Iverson's 2.
Okay, I get it.
Total points, he's 3.
Yeah, listen, Allen Iverson was good. I'm not gonna.
And I'm thinking about like the retro jersey sales, all of this. There's so much to consider.
I think it's one of those. Is he selling like this if he goes to Milwaukee instead of Philly?
Yes. Iverson was that cool.
Salt Lake.
Listen, Iverson was that. The Jazz didn't even scout Allen Iverson.
That's what I'm saying. So
we don't have that tomfoolery in our building.
Yeah, no, thank you. So you're going AI 2. Okay, I'm going Ray Allen 3.
Poor Vancouver. Poor Ray Allen going to Vancouver.
Yeah, it's tough out here.
So for the Bucks in real life took Marbury and flipped him for Ray Allen immediately.
Mm-hmm. And it had to be. I'm looking up. It had to be something else to that trade. But they did used to just do that a lot. Like, yeah,
always.
Yeah, like nothing extra. No.
Yeah, for someone needs to save like $1 million over 5 years.
Like, okay, and a future first round pick. The first round pick became Rasho Nesterovic.
Okay.
So
who got that?
That went to the
Timberwolves?
Bucks. Yeah.
No, the Bucks. Okay.
But no, Timber. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
That pick went that way. He was drafted by Timber. So you're on the board.
Now, I talk about this a lot, and he didn't have the longest peak.
Mm.
But you want to talk to someone who had one of the higher peaks when it was happening. And who's got this pick right here? This is Minnesota. Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I don't remember who their bigs were at the time, but Jermaine O'Neal was a real motherfucker for a long period of time.
Yeah, he was. He was just 17. That's really
I mean, yeah, Portland was like, well, maybe.
Listen, they developed him perfectly for the Pacers. Pacers are like, thanks. Like, that was great. We didn't do any of the scouting stuff. He just got bigger on your time.
So Jermaine O'Neal, his second year with the Pacers through his last, he averaged 20 and 10 from 2000.
He was like a 3 blocks guy too.
2.3, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He got 2.6 twice. But that whole time he was a Pacer, he was above 2.
Yeah, that guy was and I remember it's like, boy, they signed who? He just sat on the bench for like 4 years, and it's like, no, wow, he's incredible. He met 6 straight All-Stars, a second team, and 2 third teams. So O'Neal's your pick there, 4?
It may be. I'm trying to figure out if I want to go him or Todd Fulton. No. Yeah. Give me JL because my next pick's still going to be there.
Okay. Let's see.
You're like Walter McCarty. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, let's swap it out for that in the future pick. Yeah. So this is Minnesota now, right?
Yeah.
Who has Kevin Garnett.
Mm-hmm.
But no Ray Allen. And now I have hindsight. Interesting. Oh, boy. With hindsight, I'm putting Steve Nash with Kevin Garnett.
They could have just had Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett.
Mm-hmm. Either one of those would have been great. Would have been just fine.
They're like, you know what? No, thank you.
Like, yeah. So I'm putting a rookie Steve Nash with, this is what, KG in year 2? KG was 95 draft, right?
94, 95, yeah.
Yeah, one of those. Yes, that's Nash is the pick. I'm feeling great if I'm a Minnesota Timberwolves fan. Like this draft is so important because you see how easily like a team's fortune could change. Like this is how thin the margins are.
Yeah, and Marbury was great for a little bit, and then he was good, and then he was in China.
Yeah.
This next player, again, from 97 through 03, over 500 games, Tyler.
Okay.
From 97 to 03, this man attempted over 5 threes a game, which was chaos back then. He was screamed at for taking these threes. National champion. It's coming out of this draft, national champion, and people are like, eh.
Yeah.
He averaged 21 and 9. It's Antoine Walker. Like, I don't know how he didn't go 1 in this. Well, Iverson was that too, but I don't know how it was like, yeah, Camby too. No. What about this guy? What about this guy who's like an inch shorter and can shoot from all over the place?
Yeah, look, he played on a stacked team. Was it him or was he playing with it? Because that was the 96 title team. That team was stacked for a college team. So I get like him going 6. It wasn't a surprise, but I do remember thinking like, all right, there's another guy who's probably go next year. I was like, yeah, I would have took him there. He wouldn't have lasted the 6, but I was like, Patino, this is meant to be. This is great. This will work out great. So you're still giving Patino Twan? We've seen how this plays out.
Listen, I'm not bringing Patino in.
I think he's already there. That's why they got Twan.
Too bad. I'm immediately fired.
You're out of here. Good move. Okay, so
yeah,
Twan 6.
Oh, yeah.
The Clippers 7. Boy, oh, boy.
How are we worse than the Clippers? The 19. God damn it.
Tough scene, yeah. Number 7 is the Clippers, because I don't remember who they had then, but I don't think it matters because they weren't good.
No, they sure weren't.
So it's wild. It's like, what if I told you 25 years later these guys just acquired 2 of the league's best players just for shits and giggles? For the Clippers, I'm between 3 people. But for the Clippers, I will say, number-wise, he had a great career. It just didn't shake out for him. I'm giving him Sharif Abdur-Rahim.
Yeah.
Like, that's a guy that coming out, like, I know he's a guy, like, I just would have been wrong on. And he didn't have really a bad – yeah, and even then, like, his peak number, like, he had a year of 20 and 10, 29 and 3, 21, 9 and 3. So it's like, if you drafted him, like, it's not a miss. You could be like, listen, he's doing numbers. I didn't miss, but I don't think he ever.
Well, he also got drafted at Vancouver, who, like, up until they fell into like Tony Allen and Zach Randolph in a different country, right. They really didn't piece it together.
Well, again, that's the thing. So and he's getting drafted to a known rock of a franchise at the time, the Clippers.
Right.
So, listen, I hate it for him, but it's one of those, like, as soon as the pick happens, we're like, boy, I like that pick. If it was just anybody but the Clippers, man, oh, man.
Right. Because you look at, like, Jermaine O'Neal, like, I said his peak numbers, but he played 18 years, so his actual averages don't look as good. Like, he averaged 13.
Right.
Abdur-Rahim still played 12 years, so like that alone, it's already hit. But he averaged 18 for those 12. Like, that's not a small. He averaged 18 and 7.5 for 12 years. Like, there's no way I'd call it a miss.
Yeah. So it didn't, and then he went to Atlanta when Atlanta was terrible. He was just doing numbers on terrible teams. I don't think it's his fault. Like, he couldn't shoot threes, but he didn't shoot. That wasn't really his game.
The league didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, like nobody did. He got to the line a lot. I think he's a guy. It's like, boy, oh boy, if he went to just about anybody else, maybe things work out differently, except the Clippers. But they just happen to have the pick. Bad things happen to good people. I'm going with Sharif Abdur-Rahim.
So the next pick was the Nets.
Mm-hmm. John Calipari. Mick Calipari calling the calls.
I don't want to get grim here, but I don't think they even looked at Peja coming, like, white shooter coming overseas, since they had pretty much just lost Petrovic, like, very shortly before this.
I don't even think it was due to that. Again, it was still a time where it was like a foreign guy. I don't know about that. So,
no, that certainly plays into it. But I also think they were like, that's too soon.
I mean, I don't know. The Celtics weren't like, we're not going to draft any more black guys after Lim Bias died.
Listen, I can't tell you a single player we've drafted from Maryland since.
Oh, listen, I get that part. It was like Juan Dixon, no thanks, my man.
Diamond Stone, Let's see. I'm trying to think who their bigs were back then. Because we still, McCullough's the only one who comes to mind, and I don't even think he was there yet. But like the guy who actually went second in this draft and has still most of the win, like the 6 most win shares out of everyone who got taken in this historic draft. Mm-hmm. Like there's no way Marcus Camby would have slid this far in the real world. And obviously he didn't, as he went 2. Sure. But yeah, give me Camby. Camby. He was one like this draft had a lot of people who were like that dude in college. Iverson, Camby, Antoine, like those guys were like, oh yeah, those guys. Marbury, Ray Allen had a fucking movie because he was that cool. Yeah, Camby.
Zion just did a movie where he's just fucking 2 white women. This is great. This is fun.
Camby was never a huge scorer. Like he came into the league averaging 15, but that was a career high, which you never like to see.
He was a defender though. That wasn't.
I know. Yeah, he led the league in blocks 4 times.
Yeah, he got a defensive player of the year.
Oh yeah,
I know he's got at least one. Yeah,
yeah, 4-time block champ, 4-time all defense. So yeah, this, and he was only in Toronto 2 years before they shipped him to the Knicks. So it's someone who I just wouldn't have traded instantly.
Let me tell you who's not trading Marcus Camby 2 years in here. John Calipari, who coached Marcus Camby at UMass. If he drafts him here at 8, they're both still there. Like
for sure.
Yeah. It's a great pick. Yeah, it fits.
Hey, you're talking about a guy who was drafted in 96, stopped playing in 2013. So yeah, like that's you talk about an anchor.
Was solid too, man.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with Kerry Kittles. If Kobe Bryant just wasn't in this draft at all, I don't think anyone looks at that Kerry Kittles pick as like something that was like terrible.
Listen, the number 13 pick in the draft before that and after that. Why is this not in order?
Did you hit rank instead of pick?
No, well, it took me to a new thing. I just want to see like only the 13th picks in the draft. Like the year before was Corliss Williams, and the year after was Derek Anderson.
Okay.
Like
Hall of Famers.
Yeah, first ballot. But yeah, it's just one of those, man, oh man. I should have came out in the 95 draft. Nobody would remember me then.
He would have went 6 and he would have had a fine career.
Let's see. So I've got Dallas here 9.
Are we just doing the lottery, by the way?
Yes, we're not doing 30 picks. Don't be. No, yeah. 28th, Milwaukee. I've got Randy Livingston. I'm going Dallas. This is the ninth.
I know you want to take Tony Delk, so just do it.
Oh, listen, I wanted to take him 2. JYD is here. Now, I'm going. Yeah, he ends up there anyway. You talk about a guy that would have fucking cooked today. I'm giving Peja Stojakovic to Dallas. We're just going to cut the middleman out. You go ahead and win your ring there early. And Peja was good.
And they could probably end up getting Nash anyway since he stunk.
He was real bad.
And then they could have been like, hey, why don't you just come here and not stink? We're going to change the rules of the entire game.
Like Peja's a guy, I always hear like Reggie Miller get the benefit. I was like, you talk about a guy that he was shooting 6 threes a game, 41%. And now he would just shoot 12 a game.
Yeah, would he be like, I'm trying to think who his modern comp would be. Gallinari.
I was going to say like a better Gallinari was what I thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if Gallinari was making like all-star teams. Like,
you know where Peja doesn't get brought up enough? The all-time video game character discussion.
Oh, yeah. Listen, New Orleans Peja, Sacramento Peja, automatic.
Yeah. I mean, Peja, for these Kings teams, his third year, through, when he gets traded, put up 21 a game, 5 rebounds, 6 rebounds, shot, 6 threes a game at 41%. This was 2000 to 2005. So that was basically cheating back then.
Yeah. Also, like he was playing for like Kings teams that were going deep in the playoffs. Like he was
Real deep.
Like he wasn't just doing. This wasn't respectful. He probably should have went where Abdur Rahim was, but going out, if I just get to mold one of these guys,
right?
I go Rahim. But yeah, like he was going deep into the playoffs again. I feel like I bring it up every time, but I have to. If the NBA didn't like literally have cheating officials, the Kings have a ring, and everything, like a lot of things are just looked at differently.
Oh yeah.
Like Page's got 2 of these things. Weber's career is different, but we won't get into that. Page is the pick. He goes to Dallas.
Yeah, he probably should have went higher because, again, after Iverson, there's a 17-point drop in win shares, and it's him. It's him. Him and Camby essentially had the same career according to win shares.
Offensive wing, defensive center. That's interesting. Like both those guys were. Camby played a little longer.
Yeah,
he played on a finals. Years. Yeah, played on the finals team, but they didn't win. But that's it. Yeah, very similar win shares. Interesting.
Who's 10? The Pacers?
10 is the Indiana Pacers, who went Eric Dampier at the time.
Eric Dampier, also known as center Jeff Green. Potential like you read about. Again, this is another guy. If we're talking about, finest, yeah. if we're able to just mold someone, and there's a reason he went way higher in the actual draft. And again, another person who averaged damn near 20 for 13 years, Stephon Marbury.
Yeah.
Him and Reggie Miller are just the backcourt for
the Caramel Cats is what they're called.
Yeah, I can't picture this working at all.
I'll say that it either doesn't work at all or it works tremendously. Because even above Reggie Miller, like Indiana's just got that culture. Like they just like stability. So if that's exactly what he needed, if it was like, I got to get paid more than Garnett. I feel like Reggie Miller was at a point. It's like, dude, I'm old. Like I've been there like 10 years at this point. I think Reggie Miller came out in 87-ish. He's like, I'm just trying to beat Michael Jordan. Can you help do that? if you can help do that.
He was on 3 teams by the time 2001, 2002. He was on his 3rd team.
Yeah. He's another. It's kind of like for different reasons, but Abdur Rahim, like you look at the numbers, it's like both of these guys like did good numbers. It's like you couldn't say they didn't do their part, but it's like it just didn't translate to winning ball. For some reasons, not their fault. Some reasons, their fault.
From 97 to 05, Marbury averaged 21, 8 assists, over a steal, shot 44%. He's taking 4 threes a game, not hitting many of them.
He had the vision, though.
He did. But yeah, a guy who's just 21 and 8. Like I feel like all the people who are like, most underrated point guard ever, Steve Francis. Like I would probably take Marbury over Francis.
I go franchise, but it's close.
Like I feel like people only remember that Stephon Marbury was crazy. They don't remember the fact that he was like filthy at basketball.
What do you think they remember now about Steve Francis?
Getting yoked up by his neck, looking like a dying frog.
Exactly. So
I'd rather be crazy.
By far.
All right, so Marbury off the board. Who's number 11?
Marbury 10. I have the Golden State Warriors, who, again, this is – if you just weren't of age, then you just can't – I can't tell you how irrelevant the Golden State Warriors were.
Well, this was after the whole, like, Tim Hardaway.
Yeah, that's like at this point in time.
Right. So it's not like they were like always irrelevant. Like they had some relevancy. Full House was on TV for a while.
Right.
And then neither of those things were true. And then this was that period.
But they had TMC. No, what broke them was them drafting Weber 1, and I think he played 2 years there. Maybe 1 before Chris Webber needed that.
I was gonna say
man.
Yeah, what was?
Yeah, he played 1 year. They picked him number 1 overall.
And then he went to the Bullets.
Yeah, then he went to the Washington Bullets. He was another guy.
What was that trade?
Sacramento was his 3rd team by the time he was 25. Let's see.
What was that Bullets trade? I need to know that.
That's what I'm looking up now. Oh wow, this was one of the Penny Hardaway picks because traded by the Orlando Magic. They should have just kept Weber. For Penny Hardaway, a 96 pick, which was Todd Fuller, a 98 pick, which was Vince Carter, but basically Antoine Jameson, and a 2000 first-round pick, which was Mike Miller. The next trade, traded by Golden State Warriors to the Washington Bullets for Tom Gugliotta. What the hell is it? A 1996 first-round pick. Todd Fuller was later selected. He was later selected with 2 picks. I don't know.
No.
Yeah, they have this. They have this. Their list is the same exact Carter and Fuller, but this also says Chris Mim instead. So maybe Gugliotta
and Mim for.
Yeah, boy, for like a 24-year-old Chris Webber. He was a bad apple, man. He was also making it was one of those like you could basically hit unrestricted free agency in like 4 months.
So why take him?
Why take anybody? Like,
oh boy!
What?
Hold on.
Oh.
He was traded. So November 17th, 1994, Chris Webber was traded by the Golden State Warriors to the Washington Bullets for Tom Gugliotta. This has Fuller. A 1998 first-round pick, parentheses, Vince Carter.
Yeah, that's the one for the Jameson Vince Carter.
I didn't hear you say that.
Yeah.
This doesn't even have Jameson. I don't know. This someone needs to figure this out.
That's what I'm, like it's showing the same, but either like Gugliotta, he was fine.
If you're trading Chris Webber for Vince Carter and Antoine Jameson, all right, I get it. I get it.
Okay.
But if you're just getting Chris Mim, Googs, and
not so much. Not as much.
A lot of former Celtics in that trade. Don't care for it.
Yeah.
Don't care for it.
I'm trying to. I can't find the contract Weber signed, but his first year 1 he made 1.6 million, then 2 million, then it jumped to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So after that second year, he signed some sort of new deal, which is chaos now.
Yeah,
it'd be like like who?
Zion's just up now.
No, Ayton. It's like time to pay DeAndre Ayton. But it's also unrestricted, I think. That might have been why he left. It's like, listen, I could walk. Like, I really don't need y'all, so you trade him. The CBA was wild then. But the Warriors stunk. At this point, we're getting slim, but it's still some decent picks on here. I'm going to give the Warriors Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
Okay.
Just a solid big. They went with Todd Fuller, the wrong white big.
Yeah.
Just the wrong one. Todd Fuller averaged 4 and 3, played 5 years. Ilgauskas, I think, is still the all-time leading scorer over LeBron James somehow in Cleveland. It's 13 a game, man. It adds up.
I don't think that's true.
No, not a chance. I'm sure he probably had it for like all of like 12 minutes before 26-year-old LeBron passed him. It's like the all-time leader.
No, someone posted a screenshot recently of when LeBron passed Zydrunas Ilgauskas. It was like, or whoever the Cavs leading scorer was. It was like 05. Like it was almost immediately.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Let me see if I can. When did LeBron become Cavs leading scorer?
very early, I would imagine. Like game 76.
He was still 23 years old.
Yeah. Listen, DeRozan's got those in Toronto. Gonna have them for a while, too.
He passed Brad Doherty 5 years into his career.
Listen, also number 1 pick, Brad Doherty. Not even like...
For sure.
And he's got as many points as 2 and 3 combined for the Cavs. That's great.
His best years he spent elsewhere.
Yeah, looked great this year, I tell you what.
So you took Ilgauskas 11.
Yeah, Ilgauskas is 11. Now Cleveland is on the clock. Oh, they got Ilgauskas later. I
was gonna say, they had 2 first-round picks.
Well, could have took Kobe. Like honestly, that's where I would have fucked up too. If I'm a GM with 12 and 20, they're like, there's not a chance to report to Cleveland. I'm like, we'll see. It was a different era there, man. You didn't call agents bluffs.
Like, yeah, we'll see. If not, we got 2 here. I can burn the higher one.
Listen, if I told you maybe you get Kobe or you definitely get Vitaly Potapenko, I'm like, listen, I tell you right, it's an 11% chance. At absolute worst, he'll hold out a year. But I'm telling you, 100% chance you get Potapenko. He's all yours. You take the Kobe door. It is what it is.
It's another form. It's goddamn it. Oh boy. So yeah, Cleveland. I'm not going Potapenko. I just won't.
Pathetic. Othello Harrington's still on the board.
He is.
Samaki Walker.
You haven't taken Kittles yet, right?
No, Kittles is still on the board.
Kittles is still on the board. And this is a guy who he averaged 16 his rookie year, 17, and then never any more than 13 after that.
Which sacrifice for the benefit of the team.
I was gonna say, he played a sturdy, well, not even because he only that was the injury, that was the lockout year. So he played a sturdy 4 years, then missed an entire year with a knee injury, then played 82, and then no, he played 82 again after that. Somehow, that guy's got a lot of will to him. So yeah, with the 12th pick, if you're getting that kind of production for 7 years, that's not terrible.
Oh, 12, absolutely. That's where you normally get. I don't remember any 12 picks. I couldn't tell you a single 12 pick in the history of 12 picks.
No.
Trey Lyles. I think Trey Lyles. Yeah, you get Trigger Trey, which is cool. Let's see. So this is the Charlotte Hornets. Boy, oh boy. This is second to last pick. So yeah, if you're the Hornets now and Kobe Bryant's off the board. No,
I'm not. I don't even know if I'm taking Kittles. I was.
Oh, my bad. I thought you took Kittles.
Because if you look at win shares per 48, friend, number 5 is the Junkyard Dog.
Automatic hustle. Hit 4% of his 3-point shots.
We're gonna ask him about that next time we see him.
Seems impossible.
I'm pulling up how many attempts he has.
I'm looking at it now.
Oh boy.
Yeah. 1 for 26. Again, he was drafted in 96. He did not hit his first 3 until 2002, 2003. So.
And then if he had just stopped there, because he took, he took at least 13 more. I don't know when that 1 of 6 came during the 02-03 season. It might have come on attempt number 6, might have come on attempt number 1.
I feel like it came game 1. Like he was like, oh yeah, I'm getting them up. Like he had a long career. He took 26. He hit 1. Wow.
Ash.
I know he felt. We got to find that. Have him talk us through that. The feeling. There's no way. You think he hit any in college?
No.
2 years at Georgetown.
In the NBA.
2 years at Georgetown. He took 18. How many did he hit?
0.
3. Take that.
Ooh.
Stretch 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, some team was like, listen, we can build with that.
I'll say, like, again, this is just how wild the NBA is. Like, he was playing some small forward, man. Like, now, even with as skinny as he is, I feel like he'd just be playing, like, center. He would just be, like, a role man. Energy and role man.
Right.
But, okay, so, yeah, are you going JYD? Just stretch 4 for JYD?
Yes.
Okay.
He's 15, like he's what was he, like 5th in win shares per 48? Yeah, 5th, and he's 13th in overall. So it's not even that huge of a drop.
Yeah, had a long career, played a lot of minutes. So
yeah, you've got Charlotte now.
Charlotte. So no JYD. So this is basically, with this pick, I have to get somebody better than Vlade Divac. That's really the only obligation here, because that's what happened to the pick. I am going. Oh boy,
Eric Dampier.
And man, it's slim pickings now. 96 is a great. The Basketball Reference has everything, literally everything. There's about 15 guys here they don't even have a profile for. Like they didn't even they college ball. They're like, you know what I mean. Charlotte, I am going with. I feel like it has to be done. He's 11th in win shares. But a good bit of that winning was not.
I was banking on him being next.
Nope. Sorry. I'm dropping Derek Fisher in here with. They got to still have Zoe.
Sure.
Larry probably just yeah. Okay. Listen,
this is certainly a team.
Yeah. Listen, this isn't real. So. Yeah, I will go with Derek Fisher. Goes 13, so he would be the Vlade guy. He was never a Laker. He just stays a Hornet. How his life changed. He just fucks Kendall Gill's wife. Or tries.
Oh, man.
Last pick of the lottery, Mick. Make it a good one.
So this is, 14?
Sacramento.
Oh, boy. Well. It wouldn't be the right pick.
I know where you're going. Hit me.
But if they still need a wing who can pop some threes, I know a man named McCarty still available on the board.
Wing, he's a big man. The center is center.
That's not how we played him, friend.
Yeah, Walter, a known assassin at Kentucky.
We haven't taken Kittles. I feel like it has to be Kittles, but Jeff McGinnis got busy for a few years there.
He was.
I feel like he was a Cav
years,
too, right?
Yeah, he had a couple of years. Like Shandon Anderson, Malik Rose had a decent run. You're talking like last pick on the lottery, man. There's a couple of decent options.
Hell, Harrington.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see who's the best of this second round. Yeah, Malik Rose had 26.5 win shares. Shannon Anderson had 23.5. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, Shannon had a decent run.
Yeah. Jeff McGinnis, 23. But yeah, I'm going to take Kittles.
Last pick of the lottery, that's decent.
Yeah, with the 14th pick, you tell me I get a guy who's going to average 14 for 8 years. I'll take that every year.
Listen, I'm telling you, they're going backwards. That's right. We're going forward. right now, and it can be real quick. I'll give you number 1 pick, 2018 draft.
Boy, Karl Anthony Towns. You're like, that is not the correct draft.
Like, listen, I'm taking him as a junior. Yeah, I'm saying in this scenario, he stays at schools, finishes his comm degree in 3 years.
This is where win shares are really fucking dumb. Luka Doncic, 13. Mitchell Robinson, 12.9. Like, what are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. It gets interesting. You go per 48, it's a wash, daddy.
You go per 48. I'm taking Robert Williams 2, as he is the second man listed here.
Probably been better than Bagley.
Boy.
Phoenix, who you taking?
I mean, it's definitely Doncic.
Yeah, it's got to be, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I say that as a close personal confidant of DeAndre Ayton.
This is where I think, and that's why I want to do this, because this is where it gets interesting. Because I know who I'm not taking.
You're gonna put Trey and Fox together?
Yeah, no. Yeah, I didn't hate him going big. I would have went Triple J, so I'm going Triple J.
That's fair. Triple J is 7th in win shares.
PU, I stand corrected.
Yep.
I hate this stat.
So 3. Who did have 3? Atlanta?
Hawks. Yep.
Oh, yeah. So they still take Trey, and they're thrilled.
Yeah. So 4 is Memphis. If I'm Memphis at this point, I'm thrilled to get Ayton.
Very.
Yeah, I'm like, 4? Are you kidding? Okay.
Yeah, you're getting way too many phone calls. Like, why is this guy still available?
Yeah, did he like get caught drunk driving last night or something? They're like, no, he's 19. Yeah, I'm going Ayton here. Ayton and Ja Morant in 1 year. Little do people know.
I'm at 5, Dallas. I'm taking Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Ooh. It's the correct pick.
Mm-hmm.
Some would say they'd be in better shape. 6, Orlando.
They really hit it out of the park so far.
I'll say this. The guy they picked, Bamba, he was one of the few games I saw play in person, and he looked dominant. They had nothing for him. I was like, if this is just the Bamba that's just here now, but he's not going here. No. If I'm 6 Orlando right here, it's between 2 people. And I am going to shoot for the stars, Michael Porter.
Wow.
Michael Porter Jr. I take him, redshirt him anyway. Who gives a fuck? Michael Porter Jr. Bamba basically redshirt. Like,
yeah.
MPJ.
Okay. So who were at 7?
7 Chicago.
They took again another pal, Wendell Carter.
Yes. Kevin Knox is available.
He will be for the entire.
Go fuck yourself. How about that? That's my next pick. Go to hell.
That was me scoring the Primo versus RZA the beat battle. I was just like, yeah, this round goes to, again, modern technology and a clean route. Running them both off they were getting like FaceTime calls. Like, will you just tell them to get the microphone out of there?
Oh, man. RZA had an excuse after every single. Cracked me up. Killed me.
Tori was like, I hope they bring up the connection the whole time.
Oh, they have to? Yeah. Now, mine going a little bit, yeah.
There was one point after he had announced there was going to be a delay. Premier said something and RZA just stood there. Like the reporter waiting to get sent to
waiting
him.
To go live, yeah.
But like Premier had finished talking and RZA, like he just kept. I was like, I hope he never breaks character. Like,
I'm just here now. I gotta say that I thought Primo's gonna watch him. RZA guy hits, man.
I think RZA, in all honesty, and Premier does. I think Premier played it wrong.
I agree.
Like he had way too much Jeru the Damager. Which
he had the Manny Fresh thing. I don't think I don't feel like they went over their game. They didn't pick their first 15 plays.
Right.
I think they were playing based off reaction. It's like, okay, you played this. Let me play something similar. I was like, nah, I feel like you got to have a strong, you got to measure in your hits. You can't lead with your too big stuff too early. You can't go too underground.
Fucking RZA didn't even play like Cream or Triumph until like the overtime. And I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But one thing that benefited him greatly too is like most of his songs start off with a Method Man verse, and it's just like, oh, this is sick.
There's Ben Thrifty Francis said it's unreal that with the production he had and as nice as he is, Method Man never just dropped like a classic out just out of nowhere, just like an unforgettable classic.
I was thinking about that too, because Bomani harps on that a lot too. He calls him the biggest underachiever in rap, which is very harsh.
It is.
I can't all the way get on that take only because I feel like he's got to be like, if we were doing one of these $15 things but you're building a feature, he'd be a $5 feature. I don't feel like there hasn't been a lot of people who've killed. It'd be like him, Nate Dogg, like he
brings the ruckus, yeah.
And like with everything Wu-Tang did put out, like I feel like when they're all together, he stands out the strongest. Yeah. And where I do think he did drop a classic was Blackout with Redman. Now that's not a solo, but him and Redman, one of the all-time duos. They have 2 fucking albums, like 9 years apart. And like since he was like the star of Wu-Tang when they were all together, that's why I can't say it was underachieving.
He's Chris Webber, man. That's where it's like Chris Webber had a failed career. It's like, I don't know if I can, like, he made 6 All-Star teams. He averaged 20 and 10. They should have went to the final. It's one, like, I can't say it's a failed career.
He might be Draymond, where it's like, if everything's right around him, he's humming.
I was gonna say that, or like Dwight Howard. Like Dwight Howard, people are like, yeah, he should have did more. It's like, but he had a good career. Like, he's still a Hall of Famer. Right. Yeah, he should have did more. We hadn't like his post game. Okay. He won 3 Defensive Player of the Years and was 20 and 11. Like,
I think RZA mopped him up in that battle. I really do.
I missed the second half of the part I saw. RZA was definitely up. He wasn't it wasn't starting to blow him away yet, but it was just like banger after banger by RZA, and Primo going too deep too early. Right. Because he would play every other song would be like a banger, and that early RZA was just going bang. You couldn't hear him, but they was bangers. We think they were bangers. Yeah.
The thing I was realizing too, like everything RZA makes sounds like a movie. Like I don't even mean like it just sounds.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's just so perfectly stitched together. Everything you can see his music. And Premier, I think Premier makes some of the most timeless, classic sounding rap that's ever been produced. Even with like, what was it, the Game's Red album when he had that that beat on there?
Yeah.
Like that beat is still like that sounds like 96, but it came out like 09 type production. So like he'll always have that classic sound. But when you're going up against someone who just makes like Dragonfly Jones says, theme music. You can drop like literal. It was like going against it was like us making YouTube videos in a battle against like Quentin Tarantino just putting out full. So it's like, yeah, man, we went to the All-Star game. What do you?
What pick which one you like more?
I know everyone loves both of those guys, and RZA's. People were getting jokes off before it even started. Like RZA's going to break down and talk about 5G for 10 minutes, but listen,
not wrong.
And I didn't even fully realize, like, I know he did So Appalled, but when he played the intro to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, it's just like, oh, fuck.
Now, the one he played that to this day, I didn't know until he played it was Run by Ghostface and Jadakiss. And I fucking love that song. And that's another, like, the way it sets up. It's like, this shit is like a score.
Right.
They're rapping over like score music.
All of it. Yeah, all of it. Because when he was like 9 tracks in, and I think that was when Primo played like Nas for the first time. RZA was like, all right, bong bong, I did something with this cat too. Well, let me know. Let me know if you remember it. And then you just hear like the strings on Verbal Intercourse. I was just like,
Yeah, see, that's one of like you kind of have to be like somewhat fluid. Like, okay, yeah, you played Nas. Let me go to my Nas. That's where you adjust your playbook. But yeah, Primo. You talk about fumbling the bag.
Yeah, and he was also way too cordial about everything that was happening. Like, I don't need to be the one that, like, one of the first ones where they were like openly like, no, you fucking suck. Listen to this. I'm gonna lick my lips in your camera.
Listen, Manny Fresh was like, you lost everything to drug addiction. I can't wait till we're great pals.
That was wild. Like, but yeah, Rizzo was that guy's got a deep fucking bag, man. Real deep.
Yeah. Him just showing when he showed up with the sleeveless shit, I was like, oh, he came to play.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be able to hear a goddamn thing, but he came to play.
No, and everyone like Fabulous was like, set up the goddamn iRig already. Will you just plug it in?
My man said with the yeah, we got it.
Yeah, it became boxing Twitter when everyone just became like audio technician Twitter. I was like, if you plug it in and
everyone know you played off the Serato, dum dum. Like,
but yeah, there was a point in that probably like 8 songs in when they did start playing Nas, when I was just like, nah, he that is the best rapper of all time. Didn't last very long, but when that man was seeing the ball, listen, you talk about cracks of the bat.
You talk about somebody that anytime I hear him, I'm like, boy, this guy, this motherfucker spitting, and I just never have a desire to hear it. That's the guy, yeah.
Although I did, when they started playing it in that setting, I was like, oh yeah, let this run. And then
again, that's the perfect set. I'm just never in a that frame of mind. I don't have a lot in common with those gentlemen. I love them, but I don't.
You never thinking about things from the perspective of a bullet?
Never, not a chance. Or backwards.
That's what I mean. But yeah, that was the most fun I've had watching any of these so far.
Yeah, and that was the one I was like, I guess I'll watch it. And then a couple songs in, I was like, oh yeah, like what's Primo gonna come back with? Like,
yeah, but RZA opens up with liquid swords from his like neighbor's like iPhone speaker, and everyone was just like, oh, well, round to him. But
I said it sounded like his phone was connected to his car, but his car was in the garage. So he's playing the music. He's like, y'all hear? It was like vaguely like.
It seemed very holding volume all the way up on a Nextel music.
Yeah, turn it up.
Yeah,
that's as loud as it goes. Yeah, that was RZA the whole night.
Yeah, I was surprised how many people ahead of time were like, "Why is RZA even here? Like, he's going to get mopped up." I was like, I don't think that. Like, I thought Premier would win, but I also thought he would play it better than he did. But I didn't think it was going to be. 11-9, 12-8. Like I didn't.
Yeah, I thought it'd be close, but I did think Premier would win. The one.
And then it was a blowout, but it was
the wrong way. Yeah. This Sunday, Babyface and L.A. Reid versus Teddy Riley is gonna be a fucking jam. That shit's gonna be great.
Doesn't L.A. Reid own like all music?
That's why it's gonna be a jam.
He's like Thriller, bang.
Yeah, he just happy birthday. God damn, L.A. Reid. Like he's like, yeah, no, we wrote that in me, Quincy Jones, and Stevie Wonder wrote this.
Yeah.
You guys ever heard Amazing Grace? Yeah, that's us too. What the hell, L.A. Reid? Like, damn. Teddy Riley's like, I got Rump Shaker, but. Yeah, that was like walking in. Teddy Riley's like,
not today. Yeah, everyone's been trying to find one for Pharrell. I don't know what the perfect one is there.
Pharrell versus Chad. Watch Chad blow his ass out the.
Oh boy, he plays happy. Everyone just closes out.
I said, who did Timberland go against?
Swizz.
Yeah, Pharrell versus Timberland. That's one I wanted to see. I was like, you talk about Swizz. Why is Swizz B tier?
Well, they've done it in the past, like when people could be near other people before. I think that's why it sparked off.
I get it, but why is Swizz B tier? Because I said, like before, while we were waiting for this one to go live, I was like, does nobody like? It's got to be a thing where nobody's answering Just Blaze's calls, right? Like Just Blaze is like, somebody go live against me. Nobody wants it,
buddy. I'll tell you who wants it. Fucking Bink.
Well, somebody replied with they were like Alchemist and Swizz already got him out of here talking about Just Blaze, and I said Swizz who? Swizz who got just now? Listen, Alchemist got bangers. There's no doubt about that. Swizz who got Just Blaze out of here?
I would like to see Alchemist. I would also like to see like one younger one, like a Metro versus Southside, something like that, something along those lines.
I feel like we're gonna get it. They're pacing this shit out, man. Because
they don't know how long we're gonna be here.
Exactly.
The week Smiles versus South Star. Oh shit!
I'm like, damn, I remember that from South Star. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I produced the whole G Unit album. You don't remember that?
Like that, he plays Stagger Lee. I'm like, Stagger Lee.
Listen, if especially if they are gonna keep it to just 20.
Yeah.
You throw heat makers against Just Blaze. I don't know how I'm going to come out of that with my scorecard.
Well, that's the thing. And like going in, like when I very first heard, I was like, 20 songs, that's a lot. But then they don't play nearly all the songs. It's not 20 songs.
Right.
But 20, it's kind of the perfect amount.
Right.
It's like, okay, like if you got around like 12 or 13, we're going to see what you really got. It's like, okay, are you reaching? That's how I felt about Scott Storch. I was like, okay, 12 or 13. Okay, he played like the one part of this song. Oh, like, okay, that you played Manny Fresh make all the beats on his. And again, he played it wrong too, but yeah, Candy Shop not getting it going over here, dude. Like,
Magic Stick. Because Bink was talking all sorts of shit on Instagram.
I gotta look at his discography because I know he got some.
Well, he called everyone. He called everyone photocopies of hit, and he named Just Blaze. He was like, "Just Blaze is my son." I was like, "Oh boy."
Be a shame if we could put this to bed. Why can I find? How the fuck do you spell Bink?
B-I-N-K.
Yeah. Why is this not? It's like, did you mean Pink discography? No.
Is it? I
thought it was like an exclamation point.
Yeah,
that's what I was like. No, just regular I. Okay. Let's see. Bink.
He did the whole blueprint, didn't he?
That's I want to find. I would, boy, $1 billion idea. Can somebody put together a basketball reference for sport? Like, I would love to see Binks. Like in baseball, they've got like the peak 7. You can see like his peak.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you can see the peak 7 summers. Like, man, he had 96, 98, 2000. Like, he did some Lost Boys, Tevin Campbell, 702, some Blackstreet, Lil Cease, Tamia, Lil Mo. A lot of Beanie Siegel shit. Some old J. Yeah. Ruler's Back, All I Need, and Blueprint off the Blueprint.
Yeah.
Lights, Camera, Action, Mr. Cheeks.
I was going to say Mr. Cheeks.
That was a banger. He got some good ones. Freeway, State Property later on. Gin. So if he plays the Gin, who can counter that? But I don't know about Just Blaze being his son.
Hey, listen, that's what he said. I'm just reporting the news here.
I forgot he had this Devil in a New Dress. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people would like to claim that.
Yeah,
Mike Dean.
Yeah. Like that's one of those. Okay, it's like, I didn't know Scott Storch did this. It's like, well, he played the piano on it, but
right.
It's like, which counts, but
yeah, people were trying to throw a flag on Brooklyn Zoo when RZA played it,
saying who should have got the credit.
That it just wasn't him; it was someone else.
You got, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like RZA handled the vast majority of everything they were doing. He was like New York Manny Fresh. You know what I mean?
Slick.
Like he's just like he didn't get to any of like Ghostface solo shit until like 16.
Yeah. He
was like, oh yeah, I did Supreme Clientele. Let's cue that up.
He's like, yeah, y'all want to hear what we're kicking around in the booth? Now, yeah, Ben got some. I would put Just Blaze for 20. I'd put Just Blaze up with anybody.
For sure. But I'd say the same with Heatmakers.
Yeah, because that's why I was like, damn, Timberland off the board already against Swizz. Put Swizz against Eminem. Like, oh. Somebody else I don't want to. I thought Timberland, and I still think it. Like, just do it again. Timberland versus Pharrell. I will watch. Because that's one I'm not sure who gets it.
Yeah, they do have to figure out a Pharrell. Everyone wants to see Pharrell, Kanye West. And I know we all hate Kanye now. I think it would be close. Everyone seems to think Pharrell would win in a wash.
Listen, I hate his guts, but if they pick 20 beats, Kanye blowing him out the water.
That's what I'm saying. I'm shocked how many people are like, Kanye doesn't want it with Pharrell.
Hey,
I
man,
think he probably does.
Kanye, he's one. If he really does start to get in this, then yeah, that's all these are on. Like you everybody got to pick people on their similar tier. I don't know who's on his, like Timberland is, that's why I hate Swizz was wasted. A shame. And I don't want to hear it. Like every time, there's always Swizz beat stands. I don't want to hear it. I'm good.
You got to run. Him versus Scott Storch was probably the one that should have happened.
So I agree.
They feel very similar to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Early 2000s pump-up music.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. Yeah. Showtime. Yeah. All right. Having a blast, Swizz. All right.
A lot of double claps. Just.
Yeah, he's another. Does he get credit for the Kanye songs he just yells over? If so, Swizz. Yeah, I bet Swizz does got a tight 20. I bet he does.
Yeah, maybe. Certainly, maybe. Is he frozen? He's frozen. That's not great. Boy. Am I frozen? It's hard to say. Let's